Live stream.
Okay, story posted. We're live. Wait, that's me.
Just webcam.
Why is that me?
I don't know. Why
What's
is that you?
What happened?
We're experiencing technical difficulties. Yes, sir. Yes,
We're live.
we're live. Except it's a picture of Eric staring at the web.
Ah.
Hey, now we're like moving and grooving. All right. Hey, there we go. Check. Got my millennial on it. Everybody needs one. Hello, everybody. We got lots of fun stuff to talk about. We're going to start. My man Taj Sport, aka Ted, aka the Dundon Stig, was out at the track. You guys keep throwing questions up on YouTube and on Instagram. Hello, everybody. We got Kentucky Owl again. It's delicious. You should get you some. Little bit in my glass because it's Friday, and Fridays are fun. So we're gonna start with the awesomeness that is Ted and his 60 to 130 and 100 to 200 kilometer an hour jaunts at the ridge today in our 718 GT4. So put this in context. Stock car 100 to 200 seems to be in the high 8-second, low 9-second. Our street headers on that car made 30 wheel horsepower. And so I will now share with you a little movie, because movies are more fun than not. I don't know if this is a 60 to 130. 60 to 130, so you guys are aware, for those of you that don't know, a 60 mile an hour to 130 mile an hour measurement is a good indication of how much horsepower the car is making. You typically need to measure it relative to something, meaning how it was before, a known standard, et cetera, et cetera. Other 718 stock GT4s are doing 10.4, 10.3, 10.4, 10.3, somewhere in there, second 60 to 130s. So I'm not sure if this is the 60 to 130. So you guys can watch for a second. A full second faster than a stock car, which in a naturally aspirated car, I'm pretty happy with that, especially in a manual transmission naturally aspirated car. So that's super cool. I'll post all these up to Instagram here later. You guys can take a look. We can also look at the trace itself. Choose a different asset. That's one of these. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. 941. So that's super fun. There is a list on Renlist about the fastest modified 718 GT4s, and so far Dundon, I think, has the top 2 spots for sure, maybe the top 3. I'm not sure. And some of our competition are also on the list, so we'll just leave that as that. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't have my AirPods in today, so can somebody confirm that you can hear me on Instagram? I assume so. How you doing, Rum Runner? Can you guys hear me? I think you can. Hey, awesome. Thank you. Perfect. Just got to check because always random technical difficulties. So that's 60 to 130. Let me show you guys the 100 to 200, which is also one that is being used and is a good comparison to how fast the car is as if we were in a metric state. 8.07. I was pushing Mr. Ted. This was about 11:30 this morning. Density altitude was about minus 100 feet, so it's 46 degrees out. Elevation's about 100 meters or 300 feet at the ridge. So pretty fair, I would say. So that's exciting. Happy to see that we're leading the board, and this is without any of our muffler or the crack pretzel or any of the other goodies that we have that potentially will end up very soon on the car. Quick update while we're on that subject. 718 GT4 muffler is in process. Charles has gotten it all drawn up. We are pricing out some of the components, and then we'll start on a prototype. We will also have some of the prototype aero parts, both the splitter bracket and the bolt-on wing. And in other news, I will have to likely let go of the little 718 Mousey because we have a new lab rat inbound, and she's a looker. So thanks to Motorworks, Barrington, Porsche, Skylar, a couple other, the Walters brothers, all of you who helped nudge things in our direction as you commented on Instagram. We have a 992 GT3 allocation. It's not just an allocation. It is a secured car in our name. Yay. Should be here October 22nd, barring any more delays from Armageddon, zombie apocalypse, chip shortages around the world. Who knows what else could happen? You know, it's a long time between now and October. So it'll be here sometime. That's the date that they say it's going to be here. So hopefully it gets here soon enough around then. Any questions on the 992 GT3 I can answer? This is a picture of my spec. Our spec, my spec, whatever. The spec. I've got a couple folks over here on YouTube land. Hello, everyone. All right, we had a couple questions. I think somebody asked me if I knew of the RS 4.0 that's here in the area. Yes, I am aware. We have seen the car. We've worked on the car. So that's pretty fun. What's up, Gabe Batista? Scrolling back through everybody, seeing who else is here. All right. So we got a whole solid 10 of you. We already went through the 718s leading the board for 100 to 200 and 60 to 130 on a modified car, which is pretty fun. Car doesn't have a tune, has cats, has a stock muffler, street headers, go fast. Street headers go fast. It is a manual Kyrox. And that is, I'll show this up because I think you missed it. This was our Super Stig Ted driving it. That's the 60 to 130. About a second faster than a stock car. And it's been a while, bro. Roz has asked me when I got this slick back hair going. I got tired of getting haircuts, so I just used goo and splat it down. Looks good like that, I think. And this is the 100 to 200. Just had that up. 807. We're going to try and get out on a really cold day. See if we can't get 790 something. In the age of all these turbocharged cars that can make 1,000 horsepower, these numbers are stupid slow by comparison. But they're instructive on the amount of power that you are making from stock to modified. Not to say that the car is necessarily going to go win any Texas Mile competitions anytime soon. See, we got a different asset. What else do I want to share with you guys today? Oh, this is kind of fun. So we got, I'll share this with you. This is our 997 intake runners installed on a customer of ours 4.2 liter, along with the 100 millimeter gigantic throttle body. I think I've got some pics of that, the difference between the 82 and the 100. Doesn't sound like much, but it's a surprising difference between the two of them. I do not have that picture in my photos, and if I leave this, I will not be able to get it. So you guys will have to wait till next time, and I'll show it to you. But this will get installed in the car early next week in PJ's car, and tuned, and we're excited to see some gigantic numbers. No questions yet from our YouTube folks. Hello, YouTube folks. How are you? We already have a 992 GT3 exhaust, brother. 992 GT3 exhausts for American cars will be out first. They are the same as the Speedster, and it's already done. So we just need to get the car. Let's see what else I got for you guys. Anybody with questions, feel free to chime in. Let me scroll backwards a little bit. Here's our little white GT4 at the track today, working hard. That's always fun to see. We had a couple customers out there. Mr. Chris Walters was out there in his GT2 RS Club Sport, and I believe he was one of the first in the new configuration of our group to break the minute 40-second barrier, which, God darn it, he should have. In a 2RS on slicks, that car should be smoking fast out there. We're 142 in the Lab Rat with all the mods on it, so on street tires. So good for him. Very cool. Joel Burson, another good friend of ours and customer, was out there with his recently modified 991.1 GT3. He's got our aero package and our MCS dampers on it. And he made a 2.5 second, 3 second improvement over his best times last year. And this is the first day back in probably a year for him. It's been a while. I know that much. So good on him. He's going to continue to find time. And the most important thing, big smiles all around. That's what we go to the track for. Big smiles. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we had a street header and crack pipe combo at EVS down in Texas was born. The one that we tested here, they've got that crack pipe. We've got another one going out to Phoenix area, I think probably early next week. You will know if you are in the vicinity of a street header crack pretzel 718 GT4. They announced their presence. You will certainly be aware. Happy Easter, Mr. Devlin. Happy Easter indeed. What other goodies do we have for you? Let's see what else. Oh, I got, I've been trialing the, oh, I'll share this with you. This was the Lab Rat and I doing our civic duty earlier this week. We were in jury duty. The wife needed the car, so I had to take the Lab Rat down to the Pierce County governing offices in Tacoma, and luckily I got a good parking spot, so that was handy. Surprised by that. Thank you, Tarek. Appreciate that on the 992 allocation. Hello, Extreme Auto Racing Team. New swag. Kinda. We'll be happy to see you when you come up here, brother. I understand you have a new toy that needs outfitting. We can certainly help with that. Let's see. Choose a different asset. We've got What else? What else? Oh, this was just a, yeah, I'll leave that. You guys don't need to see that. You don't need to see that. Here is what's going on, Marv Dives. So, got the Crack Pretzel 718 revving for you. For those of you who want the craziness, that's the craziness, and it'll go faster. We've experienced that on track when we were testing our muffler. We suspected it'll probably be in the high sevens based off of what we did today. Just feeling what the car was doing top speed when we were testing it earlier. Let's see what. It's just going to keep going until I change it, isn't it? How about that? How about that? Oh, this is a good one. This happened last weekend. Pair of crack pipes on track together down in California. This is Lizard RS. Technically 3 of them at once, but so the green one in frame and the white car behind it. The white car is Blues Clues M3. That's Gabe, and he's a really good driver. And Kevin is in front of him, and he is working hard at becoming a good driver. And he's fast, and he's working on being faster. Car in front is a 991.2 GT3 RS. One behind is a 991.1 GT3. And Kevin has our suspension, our aero, full power pack tune. Car runs E85, and it's quick. And Marv was keeping up with him. So can't wait to get Marv's car. Sorry, Marv. I got Marv on the brain. Gabe's car continue to develop and improve and get him really, really quick in that old girl, that 991.1. I can't believe they're 7 years old now. 2014. It's crazy. Crazy. Let's see. What do we got? I'll click out of that for a second. So crack pipes are fun. Crack pipes do get a little annoying. There we go. Oh, he needs to find that 458 for me. I am wanting a high miles beat to snot 458 so that I can tear it apart and do bad things with it. I want to do bad things with that 458. Make it into the Dundon signature 458 that we've all wanted. This is a close-up of the 100mm throttle that is on our 997 packages for the intake runners. Intake manifold. It's compared to the 82mm, it's gigantic. Pretty crazy. Let's see. I'm going to scroll back here for a second. Is that a new record? I believe it is a new record. Yes. I will need to verify it. I asked Ted to upload the times into the Draggy, at least as far as the Draggy goes. 807. We haven't seen one faster. 814 was the last one that was quick, and that was a PDK car with our street headers down in California. So let me scroll back up. Just looking through here, everybody, seeing if there's anybody that I missed. Raza's always good at commenting on my hair and trying to embarrass me and all that stuff. It doesn't really take much. He has plenty of dirt on me. He's known me for coming up 20 years at this point. Aren't you 40 yet, Raza? You got to be getting close. All right, everybody can hear me. Good. All right, so let's go back. Stop sharing. So how was everyone's week? We had a good week. Yeah, Tarek, I can't figure it. So let me move over here to YouTube. We don't have a good way to share things on YouTube right now. I am not that competent, we'll say that, to both manage the Instagrammy over here and the YouTube over here. It's doesn't work so great. So, you know. And in fact, let me mess this a little bit. See if I can break it. There we go. That's better. You guys don't get to see all of the boxes and crap on the ground. So, Tarek is asking, what is the plan spec for the 992 GT3? I read you will not keep it black with gold wheels. It's going to end up looking just like the Lab Rat. You know, we're going to keep that reverse pumpkin theme. I was hoping to get a PTS pastel orange 992 GT3, but getting it sooner was more important than having it orange. The two things don't necessarily go together. That, and it's a $12,000 option for PTS. So I was like, oof, that's a lot of money for whiskey. So we're gonna not have an orange 992 GT3. We're gonna have a black and orange 992 GT3 because luckily, wheel size on the 992 GT3 is 20 and 21 inch. So that means my orange wheels for my RS should fit. We'll see, because the offsets may be different. A couple other things may need to be futzed with, et cetera, but by gosh, we're going to try. We're going to try put those orange wheels on the car, because look at that thing. Would you look at it? It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous like that, I tell you. Let's see. Who else? Anybody got any Mo comments? Scroll on down. We're versed enough on the 986 engines, enough to tell you to run for the hills for the most part. I would think about getting a used. If I'm 40 or 60, that's close. I'm close to 50, 60. What? Moose Speed, rebuilding a 986 engine is, if you're going to do it yourself, then you can. Be careful. Sometimes when you get them apart, they're not very rebuildable. So often we tell people, unless you really, really, really are in love with the engine that's in the car, maybe find a used one. So you can probably upgrade it to a little bit better spec. Mad Pumpkin. There you go. I like it. All right. Who else is on here? So Marv, are you about ready to pull the trigger on some Go Fast pipes? Did you get your car yet, or is it part of the stop sale? Let's see, what else happened this week? We're trying to go out at Road Atlanta and go fast, and then the rain came and made a lake out of Road Atlanta, so that didn't happen. I think one of our cars, what we're calling the Dundon Signature Package, which is our power pack, full suspension, and aero package, is probably just getting buttoned up down at Thermal. So hopefully it's on track this weekend, because I know that everybody was getting itchy to give it a go. Oh, that's right. I forgot you do have yours. We're talking about putting a crack pretzel with it. That's correct. Ah, that's right. Thanks for reminding me. Street Muffler is... We're probably still another 6 weeks away before we see the first one, but we're pretty excited to have that muffler finish up. Should be able to both sound good and not be stupid loud like the crack pretzel. Quick update on the Inconel super light GT3 muffler. In the cabin, it's actually comes across as a little quieter, which is kind of a surprise. I think it's I can postulate about it if you guys wanted me to, but I'm not entirely sure if you want me to. We think it's probably because the material is a little stiffer. We're also giving it a little time to break in, get hot, flex, all that good stuff. And then we will, that's kind of getting me right in the bottom of the frame, isn't it? Hey, there, close enough. Well, it's still only in CAD yet, Marv. So Marv's question is, does it sound as good as my 991.2 GT3 with long tubes and lifetime muffler? Does the 718 muffler doesn't exist yet, so we don't know what it sounds like. The lightweight Inconel muffler for the GT3s does sound very good. It sounds quite nice. I'm pretty happy with it. And it saves 12 pounds, which is killer. So, anybody else kicking around here in internet land? We are going to be running some spiffs on our Instagram site. So those of you on YouTube, come on over to Instagram and follow us over there. Take a look and a listen for what we're doing. We're going to be giving some t-shirts away, some apparel. Some of you guys don't know all the awesome apparel that we have on our site. So if you've got a GT3, we got something for you. You got a GT3 RS? We got something for you. You got a GT4? Hey, we got one of those too. So just trying to drive some traffic, let people know what's up there, what's going on. And we're getting some help on our social media platforms. So if you see, everything should look normal. Not every post is going to be done by me anymore. Because, sometimes you got to multiply yourself to be able to get things done. And we will be trying some new and different content. We're going to do a couple educational videos all about pressure differential. And that'll become a little bit more clear as we get through it. But it's kind of the overriding concept for making horsepower, how a wing works, kind of a little bit how a wing works, how a diffuser works, all these kinds of things. So we'll be talking about that to help everybody understand how do these parts that we work on and work with actually do something from a first principle. Why is cold, dense air better than hot, high-altitude air for naturally aspirated engines? All that kind of stuff. So any questions for me on this holiday Easter weekend? If not, then cheers to you. Cheers to y'all on YouTube. And we'll see y'all next week. Already next week. Everyone